Hello, my loves. Welcome back to the Wild Feminine Way podcast. Today, I'm doing a fun episode for you. It's a download that I got to talk about releasing hustle programming. So I have notes over here, so if you see me looking over here, that's what I'm doing. That looks funny. So we're going to do this similar to my last episode because I really liked that flow. And we're going to do a channeling, a teaching, and a reading with some rituals for you. Well, I'm looking at the cards in front of me now. I don't know if specific rituals came through yet, but they probably will. So let's dive in. So my brain is not working properly again today. The channel message, this is something I've posted on Instagram a couple of times before that has come through, is that it is safe to rest. It is safe to slow down. You will be provided for. I will link up that post if you want to read it in the comments and pinned post, or you know what I'm trying to say, below. You can find it below. But right now, I'm kind of jumping ahead of myself. We are releasing another layer of the hustle program within the collective. I was reading that on an energy report the other day. And you may be having a lot of triggers come up for you right now. I'm actually feeling nervous today. I don't feel nervous ever usually when I do videos anymore. I've been doing this shit for over 13 years, almost 14 years. That's crazy to say. So I'm feeling like there may be some anxiety within the collective right now around releasing this hustle programming, which I mean, I can relate to that, but that was like me earlier this week and I've stepped out of it. So I feel like there's an important invitation that wants to come through right now before we talk about anything else, to just take a moment to breathe. And release and shake out any tension in your body and just give yourself a hug. There's another channel that wants to come through. You may not know how things are going to shift or change for you or how you're going to manifest your needs, but you don't have to do it all yourself. You don't have to control. This is what is ending right now. So I'm going to go into the teaching for you because it's related to what we're talking about. So I have realized for myself personally, I just saw 222, that the less I hustle, the more results that I get. And this is something I've been passionate about teaching in my business for fucking years and years and years and years. And I've been working on healing this programming of hustling for years and years and years. But I've been finding in this eclipse season, I talked about a little bit of this in the releasing scarcity mindset or letting go of scarcity mindset in the last episode, whatever it was, I'll link it below. There's been so much coming up for all of us. So I know anytime when I look back to the seasons of my business where I was making the most money, like I think it was the first time I moved to Hawaii in 2016, I had almost a $20,000 month in my prior business, and I was working less and having more fun and just like exploring Hawaii and going to the beach and going on these beautiful hikes. So the less you hustle, the more results you get. Now that's not to say that we don't take aligned action, but I've said this for years and I'll continue to say it. Manifestation and success are 80% or more, I say, mindset and your energy, and only 20% action. So you could be on that hamster wheel like we talked about in the last episode, doing all this action, but if your mindset and your energy is fucked up, you're not going to get the results. So lately, I talked about this in the last video, how I had been in this like rest and release phase, and I've been like doing less and less and less and less and less. And literally last week when I made the video later that day, I didn't even realize there were like all these results that had already manifested into my life that day. Like I feel like shit literally had been popping off. I don't know why I like to say that, but I do. The less that I did. All of these manifestations, like big manifestations, started to come in the less that I did. And I've noticed myself as well over the years of releasing this hustle programming that every time I try to hustle again, nothing happens. Like shit does not happen. It's like I get cock-blocked by the universe because they're like, bitch, this is not the way. In fact, that hustle and overdoing it is a big part of how I lost everything in business. If you don't know that story, I'll link that up as well below. I need to make myself a couple notes of what I need to link below. So really think about what has been coming up for you. Like it might be really, really hardcore. Like earlier this week, I was on my period. I've been having to rest more, like I mentioned, which is normal with what we're going through energetically with this eclipse. And I just like felt like I was fucking losing it some days. But these things are coming up for us to show us where we are still keeping ourselves stuck. What are the beliefs that we're having that are holding us back from what we want? And I know I mentioned this also in the last video, that I had all this fear of letting go of using Facebook for my business, since I'd used it since 2012, letting go of TikTok, and now I mentioned this in the prior episode, I realized I want to focus on YouTube as my main thing. And there's so much fears I had to move through within that because of the amount of followers I have here versus Instagram. But these things are coming up. It's basically illusions and lies, because who cares if I have 500 something subscribers here and 12,000 on Instagram? If I don't want to be on Instagram, or not that much, but I'm forcing myself to use it, then I'm not going to be making a lot of sales over there. I know earlier this year when I pivoted to using YouTube more, that's when all my sales started to pop off, and I felt like I had, well, I don't feel like I had more sales than I'd had in my business in 4 years or something like that. So yeah, let me just look at my notes real quick. Like I mentioned, when I started doing this release work and resting more and having more fun and working on my energy more lately, all these results started coming in. I've had 2 potential job things as in interviews, a potential client referral that literally came in when I decided I didn't want to use Facebook anymore. Someone messaged me on Facebook and they're like, oh, I have a potential client for you. And a bunch of other shit that's came in that I can't remember. So where can you loosen up the fucking grips? What, why don't you trust God is what I'm hearing, or the universe, whatever you believe in. Why don't you trust God? And maybe you've been through some shit, I've been through some shit. When I lost everything, it has taken me a long fucking time to rebuild my faith, and I still have my days where I'm what the fuck, God? What the fuck is happening? It is co-creation, my love. God, the universe, whatever you believe in, is here for you. And if something is going on in your life right now that looks like the opposite, you're manifesting, but it looks like the opposite of what you're manifesting, you're not being punished. I was literally freaking out on my period this week because I'm why is God punishing me? Things are shifting, but there's these other things that have just felt stuck for so long. And what the fuck? What the fuck, God? I was freaking the fuck out. That's what my period does to me. Let me know if you can relate. Plus, period on top of eclipse season. But we are not being punished if we're going through stuff. We are just being initiated. What are the blessings and the lessons that you can look at of what is happening, or within what is happening for you? I'm going to link up my Alchemize Shit into Gold podcast episode, because that's a really good one to dive into with this. This is in my potential podcast episode ideas list, to talk about why your manifestation doesn't always look like your manifestation. Because I lost everything in business after having years and years and years and years and years of success in business. And now I know that all happened because I'm here to teach the new paradigm, and it all prepared me and gave me the tools to help the level of people and the amounts of people that I am meant to help, that I've been praying for. Literally for the last 10 years, I've known that I have this huge purpose. I'm supposed to have a huge audience and help a lot of people. And I already have had that to a degree, but I know it's supposed to be on a larger scale level. So if I wouldn't have gone through all that shit, I wouldn't have had all of these tools that I am meant to teach the world. So think about what that is in your life. I'll link up that Alchemizing Shit into Gold episode as well. We're going to go into the reading now. I'm just going to take a sip of water. And I say this all the time, but just know whatever is happening to you, it's happening for you. It's happening for you. And I know there's a lot of crazy shit that's going on in the world, and so many of our personal lives as well. But that is why this work, as in manifestation and working on our feminine energetics and letting go of that hustle fucking shit, we need that now more than ever. We need to be in our feminine energy more than ever, because that is what will heal the planet. And that is why I'm so passionate about what I'm doing and my Goddess Portal membership, where we're going to be doing all of this, that starts on Monday. So with the reading, I channeled in 4 questions to ask. I have the cards down here in front of me. So I pulled these right before I did this video. So what is available on your highest timeline? We have the key holder. Everything you desire, like this castle, these riches, it is within you. It is within you. Hang on. This is you with your crown on. I know this is a key, but every time I get this card for someone, I think it's a crown. Your highest timeline is you fucking making shit happen and not giving your power away to other people. And you're getting your answers within, and you're not doubting yourself anymore. That is what is going to lead to the abundance you desire. So what needs to be released? We have Sub Rosa, Hidden in Plain Sight, Mysteries, Learning, and Teaching. That also came out with Rapture, Sensuality, Love, Devotion, Romance, Ecstasy, and Pleasure. This card makes me feel like what needs to be released is not being in your feminine energy enough and not trusting yourself enough. You've got to trust yourself. You've got to listen to that intuition. So a ritual for you is to do something, we talked about this last time, I'm pretty sure, to balance your sacral chakra. Be in your sexual, your sensual energy. Get your fucking vibrator out, girl. That's what I had to do the last couple days. What needs to be forgiven? We have Mother Rose, returning to each other, compassion, and humanity. This feels like you need to fucking forgive yourself. I'm doing this free challenge this week, and yesterday we did the Hawaiian Ho'oponopono prayer. You can Google that if you don't know what it is. I've taught it in several of my programs before. But I invite you, a ritual that's coming through is to write out a list of everything you need to forgive yourself for and other people, and then do the Hawaiian Ho'oponopono prayer. Because that is causing a blockage in the heart chakra that is blocking your manifestations from coming in, is what I feel. The last card is the closing advice card. And we have Hestia, the goddess of sanctuary. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. This just, I feel like, ties in with all the messages. It's trusting yourself. Trusting yourself, finding your home within. That is why I'm so passionate about teaching divine feminine energy, because that being in my divine feminine energy and working with feminine energetics is what has helped me to finally feel at home within myself, to trust myself, to trust my intuition, to feel safe in my body, and to not give my power away to other people. It's helped me become my most powerful version, despite going through losing everything and going through so much trauma the last few years and throughout my life. And there's so much that I'm getting about the solar plexus energy as well here with the yellow. So do a solar plexus ritual. I'll link my chakra ebook in the comments below. And bitch, just like know that you're a goddamn queen. You fucking got this. So, I thank you so much for being here in this video. If you want to dive in deeper to this work, I have lots of freebies, mini classes, regular longer courses, one-on-ones and readings, and my new Goddess Portal membership. Like I mentioned, we're going to be diving into all of these things that we've talked about here today. And I have an early bird. Even though we start on Monday, I'm still doing the early bird, where you literally get my whole entire Divine Feminine Rebirth course and my Goddess Power Retreat mini class as a gift for the price of what it is just for the month of being in the membership. So you basically get $300, over $300 worth of shit for free. And that's all of the things that we talked about today. Those 2 classes is literally claiming your fucking power and working with your feminine energy, because the hustle, I was gonna say it's on the way out. Like, it's already out, but like I just saw 1311, which is the goddess number. It's on the way out, and it has to fucking go, because that is what is stifling you from manifesting what you want, is what I'm hearing. So it's safe to let go. It's safe to trust. God, the goddesses, whoever you work with, have your back. I love you. I'm here for you. Let me know how this episode landed with you. Let me know how the eclipse season has been for you. Like I said, I've been so drained and having to rest so much more, and it's been fucking intense, but that's why it looked like my camera froze. Want to be here for you and offer these resources for you. And yeah, if you have any questions about anything I mentioned, definitely reach out. I'll link everything in the comments below, like I mentioned. And I love you so much. I'll see you soon.